Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Check out the coin that I've got right here that's weighing in at 6.19 or 6.20 grams. This is a Bicentennial quarter, but what makes it weigh in at more than your standard Bicentennial quarter? That's what we'll talk about today and what increases the value of it. So here's your regular business class strike Bicentennial quarter, which is copper nickel clad and weighs in at 5.69 grams. And this one right here that comes in a little plastic casing weighs in at 6.19 or 6.20 grams. And the reason for that is this one right here is actually made out of silver. This one is 40% silver and it's going to be worth more than face value. And it is possible for you to find one of these in circulation or going through kind of some old mint sets. So you might have come across a lot of coins that look a lot like this. These are just my regular strike Bicentennial quarters. Now these ones right here will either have the D mint mark on them like this one right here, or they won't have any mint mark on them at all. Now the no mint mark Washington Bicentennial quarters, there are 809 million of those that were made. So there are quite a lot of these ones right here that were made. In addition, there are 860 million of the Denver Mint Bicentennial quarters that were made. So you combine the two and there are over a billion of the business class strike Bicentennial quarters that are out there bouncing around in circulation. And if you've done any coin roll hunting of quarters like I've done, you'll definitely come across a lot of these. What I did was I kind of built up a collection, about a dozen of them, and then I have been putting the rest of them back into circulation, returning them to my bank, and then using the money from them to just buy new coins or get new coins to coin roll hunt. Now what makes this one right here so special is that it has the S mint mark on it. Now I'm going to zoom in for you, and then we'll see that this one right here, once we get a good focus, doesn't have the P mint mark, or it doesn't have the D mint mark. Actually, none of them will have the P mint mark. So this one has a S mint mark on it. Now, the S mint mark doesn't mean that it's automatically going to be a silver Washington quarter, because there are 7 million of them that were made that are just the proof coins. So the proof coins would have come in a hard plastic casing, and there are 7 million of those that were made. Now those have been graded by PCGS at very high grades. So if you've got a fancier finish to it, that means it's likely going to be a proof coin. Now I definitely hang on to those because those will be worth more than your regular Philadelphia or Denver mint. But if you've got one that has the S on it right here, and then that weighs more than your regular coin and doesn't have any copper nickel showing through it, that means that it's a silver Bicentennial quarter. Now, so to clarify what we were talking about earlier, there are the regular business class strike coins, which will have the P or the D on them, and then there are two types of coins that will have the S mint mark on them, like mine right here. There's going to be a proof coin, and then there's going to be a uncirculated coin that's 40% silver. So let's dive into the details of those uncirculated 40% silver coins, like the one I've got right in front of us right here. So the 40% silver Bicentennial quarter dollars were sold in a 3-piece set, along with the silver-clad Washington half dollars and the silver-clad Eisenhower dollars. Now the reason why they call it silver-clad is because they are 40% silver, so they're not 100% silver coins. Now, of that overall 40% silver, most of the silver is located on the outer layer of the coin. So there's 80% silver on the outer layer. The outer layer is 80% silver, 20% copper. However, the center of the coin, which is where most of the weight's going to be, that's 20.9% silver, 79.1% copper, which is why on the outside right here, all we see is silver, because it's 80% silver on the outer layer of the coin. Now, as far as the value of these coins, we'll head on over to the PCGS website. Now, the PCGS website differentiates between the 25 cent silver coins from the regular Bicentennial business class strike coins. So here's what PCGS has to say about the 1976 Bicentennial silver coins. So the 1976 S Washington silver quarter is a 1-year type. The coin is very common in circulated grades. The reverse has an image of a drummer boy, and many coins in circulation have been pulled because of its different design. Only examples in mint state 68 condition or higher appear to be scarce, but still thousands of examples exist if enough searching is done. A mint state 69 condition a mint state 69 condition, it is scarce to find, and there are only a handful of those that are out there in a mint state 69. Now, you might be wondering, why would it be graded differently depending on even if it's not in circulation? So as we can see right here, what I want you to focus your attention on is the top of Washington's head, where the hair design are. Now, as you can see, this coin right here isn't super well struck. We don't see much design in Washington's hair. So that's unfortunate. That just means that this was likely made at the end production run of the die that was used. So the die will have the details of the coin on it, and as it gets struck millions of times, it will start to fade. Now, if it starts to fade, your coin won't be as well struck and it won't grade as high. However, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be worth more than face value. So PCGS is saying that only mint state kind of 68, 69s are going to be worth a lot of money, and that's true. But it doesn't mean you have to only, try and hit a home run with your coins. If you find one of these that's even worth more than face value, it's definitely worth holding on to. And PCGS has a price guide for all of these going down into the very low, like mint state 45, mint state 50. So a mint state 45 is going to be worth $4, a mint state 50 will be worth $5, and so on and so forth. So even these coins that are going to be lowerly graded lower in the mint state 45, 50, 55 range are still going to be worth, $4 or $5, maybe all the way up until $10. So keep your eye out there for the S Mintmark on your Bicentennial silver Washington quarters. That's the main takeaway from today's video. So good luck if you've come across a lot of these right here. Keep looking though, because you might come across some of these, and if you don't find one, you can do what I did and just buy one on eBay for a little bit of a premium and help support some of the other coin roll searchers out there. That's all I've got for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please do hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy.